Hello, I'm Stephanie Prima. Thank you for inviting me to join you with your mindfulness sessions. And I'm sorry I can't be there in person, but if you have any questions after we've done this little session, you can email me if you want to. So that's outreach@moveintomindfulness.com. So mindfulness has a whole lot of different ways of practicing and a lot of different definitions. Some say it's meditation, some is breathing, some is like analyzing your emotions, like what am I feeling right now in this moment? But all of them, regardless of the teachings, are about coming into the body, being aware. So you'll hear it say being fully present. And yes, that's true. It is present not just like in your space and time, but it's present within yourself and within your place in the world. So for me, I practice mindfulness through Qigong. I've been practicing Qigong for about 10 years now, and the benefits have just been enormous. Um, Qigong is an ancient self-healing technique developed in China like over 5,000 years ago. And there's many, many, many different forms, and all of them are good. Uh, it's a matter of finding a teacher that you like, and if you give the time to practicing, same as with anything, you reap benefits from it. So when we start doing this work, coming inward, and if any of you are meditators, you'll notice it's like you come in, the inner landscape starts to change. Particularly in Qigong, what we're doing is balancing the energies within the body. So we talk about um, the frequencies, right? There's the frequency of the heart and the frequency of the healings and the mind. There's all these different healing frequencies. It's all about energy. And we as human beings have the ability to tap into those frequencies. That's what we're doing with Qigong. And in Qigong, it's expressed as yin and yang. Yin energies, earthly energies, yang energies, heavenly energies. When we start to practice, we begin to balance that within the body. You've seen the symbol. It's round and it has a black and white kind of swirly deal, right? That's the yin yang, it's the Taiji symbol. And that means the balance. It's always changing and always coming back to the right feel, what should be in the body. That's what happens when we practice, anyone doing inner work. It's highly beneficial. We've had people in my training classes who gave up addictions, cured themselves of addiction. Um, I was able to get off sugar with this. I personally found my way to no longer be bullied, allow myself to be bullied. I'm standing in my space. I learned to set boundaries. All of these things came from this practice of becoming aware of my own body, my own place, and my place within the world. So when we practice inner work like this, it not only affects us for the positive, but it affects those around us, right? Everyone benefits when we do this kind of inner work. So I highly encourage you to find something that will help you do this on a regular basis. So with Qigong, we become more present, we become more calm, we become more aware, we learn to connect with the universal energy, the energies that are out there, because we're part of what's out there, right? So we become more in tune with ourselves. And this is how this healing process works. This is why mindfulness works. All right, so today what I have for you is a process called Ritual of the Heart. It's shaking, and it's an exercise that was taught to me by one of my teachers, Master Zhongshan Wu. He's a world-renowned classicist, and he does shamanic style teaching. This is an exercise that we do every time we start a session with him. So any of you, if there's any of you who have taken a Yi Ren course with me, it's different. So it's a different opening, okay, just so you know. Yi Ren is more Neigon, it's a more modern style, and it's the practice of using the mind to move the chi through the body. This is m- more of a spiritual practice. Shamanic style is a spiritual style practice. We do this shaking to awaken the energy and the consciousness of the body. And then it allows the free flow of chi and allows us to connect with the universal energy. So you don't need any kind of prior experience to do this. There's no fancy terms, no Chinese terms, and very easy to do. So I chose this because I think it emphasizes coming in and becoming aware of all the different parts of the body. Right? So here we go. It's called the Ritual of the Heart Shaking. So I'm going to step back as far as I can. Hopefully you can see most of my body. You don't need to see me necessarily because I'm going to try my best to give you the instructions and you can close your eyes and just feel within the body. So here we go. So you stand with your feet together, knees together, everything's closed up together. And take a moment right here. It's just pause. So the upper part of the body, from the belt, the waist up, is lifted. So you can imagine just kind of just barely just like moving it up a little bit, all the spine, the head, everything is lifted as if some big crane is coming in and just gently giving you a little stretch, kind of like traction, right? But it's going up. This is our heavenly gate up here. We're moving this upper part of the body towards heaven. And then the lower part from the waist down is going down to the earth. So our feet are grounded. So center of the foot, feel that part just under the ball. Feel that, imagine that area is going deep to the core of the earth. The toes are gripping the floor, holding you stable. When you do that, you can feel the toes grip, but not only that, but along the sides of the feet, you can feel everything almost like it's suctioned going towards the core of the earth. So we have the yin is earth, the yang is heaven. So here we're stretching and elongating, allowing the body to just feel a little taller, looser, stronger, grounded. The shoulders are just rolled back a little bit. You can roll them and then let them come down. Hands are by the sides. The fingers are relaxed, but they're pointing towards earth. So remember, imagine now these fingers are going towards the core of the earth. If you can close your eyes in this position, that's great. Go ahead and close your eyes. Put the tongue at the roof of the mouth where the teeth meet the upper palate. And keep that tongue there gently and close the mouth, close the teeth. And lift the perineum. The perineum is that place between the anus and the genitals, that space right there. Go ahead and gently lift, not squeezing. It's just very mild, just like a little butterfly kiss, just gently coming up. Pause here for a moment. Let your breath fill the belly and then let it go. Breathing through the mouth. And inhale. And exhale. And just stand here feeling the sensation of being at the core of the earth, the expansiveness of heaven. Step the right foot out to the side. Take one step. The foot will be under the hip. Turn the palms facing out and lift the arms relaxed as if we're going to take a great big gathering of the clouds. Lift the arms up above so you're in a V position and stretching the body. Lift the heels if you can and hold yourself steady with the toes you're gripping and inhale. And if you can't lift your heels, that's quite all right. Just stay grounded, but lift the body and imagine this stretch now coming all the way from the tips of the fingertips through the wrists, through the shoulders, through the torso, the hips, the knees, all the way down. Feel how this is opening the body. So we're opening here to allow the chi to flow. The joints are the spiritual gates. They're physical, spiritual gates to the universal energy. So inhaling here, take a deep breath and hold. And exhale. Take another deep breath. Inhale. Hold that breath and descend. If you can keep your heels up, great. If you can't, that's okay too. Bringing them down. Now you're bending your knees, you're coming down, holding, keeping this body upright, and then you will leap up, jump. Yes. We begin our shaking. Okay, so this is the fun part. So we're shaking how we want to. You're moving the weight from the left to the right. Move your body whatever way feels right for you. So nobody cares what you look like when you're doing this. Just move in a way that feels good. Okay? So imagine now when you're doing this, if you can close your eyes and shake, great. If you can't, that's okay too. All I want you to do is imagine in the lower belly, below the navel, there's an energy center there. And there's a golden red sun bouncing in that energy center. Visualize it. If you can't see it in your mind's eye, that's okay. Just imagine it's there. You know it's there. Imagine that shaking, bouncing up and down, red ball bouncing up and down there. That becomes the momentum for our shaking. We're waking up that energy storage area in our body and bring the mind to the top of the head, heavenly gates. Imagine chi, like sunlight, penetrating the body. You're surrounded with this beautiful golden light, chi energy. And imagine it coming into the body, permeating the body, almost like taking like a chi shower, calming down, filling the body. Visualize that. And then bring the attention to the eyes. And then close your eyes. And I've noticed that when I close my eyes, they're still looking forward. So we tend to look out all the time. We're looking to the outside world. So I've learned that it helps me, even though my eyes are closed, to move my eyes down. So moving them coming inward. And you can roll the eyeballs as a way of shaking them. Move them left and right. But eyes are related to the liver and our organ system. And so these are like the spiritual windows. So there's a way to strengthen that spiritual connection. Shaking and bring the attention to the nose. With your eyes closed, you can look at the nose, see the nose in your mind's eye. And the nose is related to the lungs. So you can shake your nose. You can take the middle finger and rub it on the outside edge of the nose, right at the bottom. And making funny noises. I'm coming up close so you can see. See my fingers right here, right here. Yeah, like that. Good for clearing sinuses, I think. Yeah, so shake that. So doing this exercise is helpful to strengthen the lung qi. And bring your mind to the tongue. The tongue is related to the heart. So you can make any kind of noise that you want. You want to exercise the tongue. Any noise that you want to. It's crazy looking. Who cares? This feels good to get it out. So exercising the tongue is like releasing stagnation from the heart. It's like the voice of the heart. And then bringing the mind, making sure the tongue is at the palate again. Click the teeth together. So your tongue is at the roof of the mouth. Click the teeth. The teeth are related to the kidneys. And so this exercise helps not only to strengthen the teeth, but also the kidneys. Go ahead and pull it. Then bring the mind to the lips. The lips are related to the spleen. So when we do the shaking of the lips, we are strengthening our digestive function. So the way we exercise the lips, kind of like vibrate them, right? Like make horse sounds. Maybe that's why the horses do it. I could tell you when I first started this, I couldn't even do that. I couldn't do that. My lips were so tight. Go ahead and allow them to be free and loose and bubbly. All right. And then bring the mind to the ears. The ears are related to both the kidneys and the heart. And so you notice the ears, the shape of the ears. So you want to like run your hands along the edges of the ears and the lobes and on the insides of the ears. You know, there's a lot of acupuncture points here that are related to all the organs of the body. But in shamanic Qigong, the ears are the symbol of wisdom. Yeah, wisdom. And so when we do this, it's helping us to balance the energies, the yin energy and the yang energy. So the water kidney energy and the heart fire energy, fire and water. So go ahead, you can pull the ears if you want. That feels good. You could stretch the lobes. Whatever feels good for your body. If you feel yourself getting warm, that's great. That's what we want. And if you don't, that's okay too. And then bring the mind to the neck. So you want to roll the neck. Be gentle. So don't go too far. So turning one way and down, the other way, down, moving it. Sometimes I feel like, oh, Bollywood movie, moving my neck. Any way that feels good. The neck is related to the liver. So when we do this, we help to relax and strengthen the liver function. We also strengthen the immune function. And of course, when you pay attention to your neck, it releases stress because we hold a lot of stress here, particularly those of us who are sitting at a desk looking at a computer all day. Yeah, this is a really important area to relax. And you can kind of lift up a little bit, just paying attention. What are you feeling in the neck? And move the mind to the shoulders. So, old shoulders, whatever way feels good for you. So we want to open them up. So again, we tend as we age to become more forward, more high. So I want to roll these shoulders open, stretch them out. The shoulders are related to the heart. So we want to open the shoulders to relax the heart mind and strengthen the heart function. Shoulders. Bring mind to the elbows. Elbows are a little harder to shake, but we can do it. I do the chicken dance, whatever. Just shake the elbows. The elbows are related to the kidneys also. And the elbows help to strengthen the kidney function. And the wrists, shake the wrists. They're related to the liver. The wrist, when we do this, well, we get increased flexibility, don't we? We can all keep our wrists open and functioning like this, loosen the joint, and also helps to strengthen the liver function. So if you can't do what I'm doing, do what you can. It's like maybe you can circle, maybe you can make small circles, whatever your body can do. The whole point is to bring your attention to that area of the body. And the fingers, whoo, whoo, whoo. So I don't know if you can see, I'm doing these kind of stretches and opening and closing So we want to loosen the fingers. Again, if you're a person who's on the computer all the time, like I am, this is really important to get those fingers to relax. They are related to all the organ systems. There's energy channels called meridians that are coming through our fingers and hands, and they're related to the ones that are coming through the feet corresponding. So good thing to keep the fingers loose and relaxed, and then it helps to balance the organ systems. And bring the mind to the back. Oh yeah, the back is like the mountain of the body. When you think about it, it's strong, right? The back supports the universal energy in our body. So we want to shake the back. So a couple things you can do is, I'll go sideways so you can see. Here's tapping here and tapping up as far as you can. So like this. Kind of awakens. That tapping awakens, shakes things up. That's what we want to do. It's like the old days, we bring a carpet outside and beat it with the carpet beater and all this dust would fly up. That's what we want to do. We want to wake everything up. Or just tapping as high up on the back as you can and tapping down the back. That will help to awaken back. And bring the mind to the spine. So the spine is a spiritual channel of the body. Physically, it's physically and energetically, we have a major energy channel running up the spine and connecting at that palate, right? Where I've asked you to keep your tongue during this session. And that's a reminder, if your tongue is not up there, please bring it up there and remember to close the perineum. Imagine now, just take a moment, just imagine that spine, that spiritual channel is filled with golden chi light, like neon, almost just this light flowing in the channel. A moment, just imagine. Then bring the mind to the chest. The chest, of course, related to the heart and the lungs. So we want to open the chest. And here, exercises here and opening here helps to strengthen the chi functions in the heart and lungs. Continuing your shaking. And the belly. Bring the mind to the belly. Shake it up. So in this cavity here, we have all kinds of organs packed in there. And all of them have their own energy channels. So by bringing our attention here and waking them up, we're helping to strengthen the function of those organs. So we're going to circle like up one side and down, up the other side and down. And bring the mind to the kidneys. The kidneys are at the back. They're above the waist, below the ribs. There's a definite difference there. You can feel your ribs, bones, and then it drops into kind of a valley. That's where the kidneys are. So the kidneys, you can rub them with the back of your hands if that feels good. You can use the The fist, if you, let's see, if you make a fist like this, you can feel this front part of the fist. You can rub it with that. You can rub it with the knuckles, the first fingers, the index and middle finger. You can rub there if that feels good. Whatever feels right for your body. Kidneys, we want to nourish them. So as you're rubbing, I like to do this with my hands on my kidneys and just imagine the warmth from the kidneys the warmth of the hands nourishing the kidneys. And breathing into that warmth. And you may feel some pulsing there. And if you don't, that's okay. So, and rubbing the kidneys, we want to strengthen the kidneys. So, we have like when people they're afraid all the time, they hear noise and they're, that's an indication of weak kidney chi. People that get sick a lot, weak kidney chi. So we want to do all we can to keep these kidneys functioning well because they do a lot. They're the only organ that has both yin and yang energies in them. So we want to keep them well balanced. And then the hips, bring the mind to the hips. You can do the hips. You can do the old, chubby checker twist or Elvis or whatever. Move the hips. I like to tap them. The hips are the largest physical, spiritual gate of the body. It's like it takes up a lot of space here, right? So we want to open the hips. Open the hips. That will allow for better chi flow through the body, particularly from up and down. Some of you who know me know that I have been working on avoiding a hip replacement for many years now, over, 11, it's like, since 2009. And I have been doing these exercises and I'm still getting along. I'm walking and I can walk 3 miles and, the doctor said you'll never be able to walk and here I am. So it really makes a difference having these energy channels open. Oh, okay, and the knees. Coming down here to the knees. So I know you can't see me, but you want to rub the knees. And again, this is like nourishing. So, and breathe into them. You want to keep your head up too as you're doing this. Try not to go forward. And if you can't reach them, that's fine. Just shake them. Because I don't want you to go forward because we're doing a lot of bouncing and energy. Things are starting to flow now. And we don't want you to pass out going forward. Okay, so shake the knees. Do the Charleston. Get them moving. And then the ankles. So you can extend one and rotate it. And rotate the other way. If you can balance on one foot, you can do that as well. Rotate the foot. So your ankles are getting some exercise. Same thing with the other one. You can just set your toes in front and rotate that ankle. Maybe make sure you're feeling the ankle moving and not necessarily the feet on the opposite direction. And if you can balance, put foot rotating and opposite. Right. And imagine there's chi filling those ankles. Again, it's that golden light that's coming down through the body. and feeling the chi. Some of us, as we age, we tend to like have swollen ankles and legs and stuff. Just imagine that's chi. Chi is filling that area and making it feel so good. And make the feet move, make the arches stretch and come together, stretch and come together. Same thing with the toes. Same kind of thing with the toes that we did with the hands. So like stretching out and in and out and in. So working those toes. So all of our life force energy, our yin energy is coming up through the feet. Feet connects us with the earth. So we want to strengthen that. In order to do that, the feet need to be relaxed in order to receive that yin chi from Mother Earth. So let's do a few minutes of freestyle shaking here. So first off, I want you to imagine there's golden red sun again bouncing in the lower belly. And imagine and you got that sensation or the image of that golden red sun bouncing in the lower belly. Then imagine chi like sunlight entering the body. And that chi coming down is merging with that golden red sun. And that sun is getting stronger, bigger, more vibrant. And now I want you to do a few minutes of just freestyle shaking. This movement, whatever you want to do. Close your eyes and shake, keeping that image in your body. The image of the golden red sun bouncing chi, filling the body and merging with the sun. Keep you shaking. I'm not going to talk, just move your body, whatever way feels good for you. Arms up overhead and begin Following the feet and following the shaking. Eyes closed. She's coming down into the body and stop. The feet are parallel. Ankles are under the shoulders. Shoulders width apart. The head is up. Head and the upper part of the body is lifted. The lower body is grounded into the earth. Toes are connecting, arms of the feet. Fingers are at the side, weighting straight down, floor of the earth. Heavenly gate is open, receiving. Earthly gate is closed. Hold that area, perineum. Tongue is at the upper palate. Teeth and mouth are closed. Adjust the breathing to be slow. Hold this posture stable. You're now in a receiving position. And adjust the breath to be slow. Smooth. Deep. And even. And with each inhale, imagine chi like sunlight entering into the body. Breathing it all in. And with each exhale, imagine that chi condensing into the lower belly. Look within. Listen within. Feel the tingling. Feel the buzzing. Feel the heat. Feel the heaviness. Feel the lightness. Observe your body through the breath, through the heart. And just let it be. And relaxing the fingers Bring the palms out. We will do a quick close. Bring the arms up to the sides towards heaven. So if you're doing this great big gathering, then the palms face the top of the head and come down front of the body. Like once again, guiding that chi through the body, down to the lower belly. So the thumbs are facing each other. Their thumb tips are almost at each other. And the fingers are pointing down in front of the lower belly. So we gathered all that and we're putting it in the storage area. On the second breath, palms face up again and gathering to the sides. Inhaling. And then we make the Taiji Mudra. So females, the left thumb is in the right palm. Males, just the opposite. The right thumb is in the left palm. Females, left thumb in right palm. Everyone, the middle finger on the top goes on top of the palm below it, and the bottom middle finger touches thumb. Close this all around. This is the Taiji Mudra. So we come in front of the body. We're now sealing your energy field. Down to the lower belly. Allow the lower hand to open and just rest gently on the lower belly. And still observing the body. And let those hands slide open. We'll do one more breath. Palms face up, coming up to the sides. Palms together. And this was the gratitude breath. So bring those feelings of gratitude down in front of the forehead. We're implanting them in the third eye. And down heart level. Let that feeling of gratitude, whatever you have, let that fill the heart. Let it resonate. And then with a slight bow, the chin points towards the lower belly, that storage area. Let's store that gratitude. Right. Coming up, straightening, palms open, fingers open, middle fingers are the last to touch. Hands side. Step that foot into a comfortable position. And I thank you for joining me today. And if you have questions, feel free to email me, outreach@moveintomindfulness.com. I hope you enjoyed this session. And I do offer private lessons right now as time allows. Once my job kind of calms down, I'll be offering classes. But for now, I have private classes and I can do them in person if you're on the island or by Zoom sessions. So feel free to email me. I hope you have a wonderful day.